Hey, what's going on, you guys? It's Toby's Talk Show, and today we are back with another episode, and we will be talking about Game Two of the Bucks and Suns. I promised I'd be back, and I am back recording this probably 10, 15 minutes after the game. And the Suns, man, they just continue to impress, continue to surprise many people, and they now have a commanding 2-0 lead in the finals. People say the Suns need to win the first two, right? Like a series doesn't really get competitive until an away team wins when a away team wins a game, right? And it hasn't happened yet. The Suns are up 2-0, right? And that means that if the Bucks won there too, then the Suns won. The Bucks won, then the Suns would get it at home for the last game. The last game 7 in the finals, I believe. That didn't go well for the Warriors in 2016. But yeah, so this game, let's just quickly talk about it. Chris Paul was very, very good. I mean, I'll pull up the stats for you guys, but I'm sure most of you that are watching this video just want to hear other people's opinion on it and have seen the game and know how well people played and kind of the stats to it. But we'll go through the stats. The score was 118 to 108. Actually, before I even started about the Suns, Giannis just. I don't know how people dislike Giannis. There are certain people where I understand, like even with like LeBron, I get where people don't like LeBron. I don't care why people hate on him, every day, like a Skip Bayless, but I understand why some people dislike LeBron James. But with Giannis, man, his story is amazing. He's a fantastic player. Sure, he can't shoot, but I'm very happy to have a Shaq type player. Every player in the league can shoot now, and obviously if he had a 3 point shot, and even like a very very good mid range, he'd be too good. But yeah, every player had, with Shaq, he was just too dominant. He couldn't shoot. Same thing with Giannis. But Giannis 42, 12, 4 on a hurt knee, not 100%, just 42. His story, his come up, right? His most improved player, and he just got better and better every year, kept getting bigger. Obviously, his story is talking about with Greece. Now he had to sell stuff on the street to even, survive. And yeah, he's a great guy. He gives his shoes every time, win or lose. And he puts his heart out there every game. He wants to play, and he drops 42 in the finals with a bum knee. And the rest of his teammates didn't step up, and that at the end of the day is why the Bucks lost. And at the end of the day, that's why the Bucks lost. The last game as well. These games, 10 points, you're like, oh, it's not that close. And sure, the Suns were winning the whole time. But if Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday, who combined for 12 of 37, right, which is like 33% basically, 30%, because, all right, 30% basically. If they even shot 45% combined, which is below average, or right around average, which means if they were to average 45, they'd probably need 18. So if they are at 12 shots, they need 5, 6 more shots. If they hit 5, 6 more shots, they win the game. And it's just it's annoying because I love Giannis, but I love Chris Paul, and I want at the end of the day, I just want the finals to be competitive. If I had to choose, I don't know why, but I'm rooting for the Bucks, even though I just think for Chris Paul and his legacy, it'd be great for him, and he deserves it. 16 hard years doing a job, especially in the NBA, he deserves it, man. He's been close, a solid amount of times, and he's just a good man. So I think Chris Paul definitely deserves it. So I hope he does get it, especially since he's older compared to Giannis. And this might be his last chance he'll get, his last real chance. But yeah, the teammates besides Pat Connaughton, who was great today, didn't step up. And for Phoenix, Book, Aiden, Paul, Bridges, fantastic. Crowder, had a rough game the first game, and he really bounced back today. Cam Johnson had a few clutch threes. But Aiden on the boards and his defense. Booker and his shot making 31, 50% from the field. Chris Paul 23, 8 and 4. The Booker and Paul just being too clutch. Just taking over in the moment and finishing the game. And James Carter hitting tough, clutch threes with Cam Johnson. That's why the Suns won. At the end of the day, I think the Bucks could be taking both of these games if Middleton and Holiday shot a little better, but it is what it is. That's how the Bucks roll. Always inconsistent, always roller coaster with them. But it's going to be interesting because if the Bucks lose one of these games at home, this series is probably over. I don't really see the Bucks coming back 3-1 with Giannis not even being fully healthy. And he dropped 42, so it's like he did his part. He was hurt, and he still did his part. So yeah, I don't know, but I think the Bucks do have a good shot to win both at home. But they do. They really, really need to, or else the series is over. And Chris Paul is lined up to win his first championship, which would be awesome. I definitely would be pretty happy for Suns fans. First championship, Chris Paul's first, Booker, that whole team's first. the franchises first. It'd be pretty cool. But yeah, guys, that's really it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully, I'm not back here talking about how the series is over and the Bucks are down 3-0, but we will see. Have a great rest of your night, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.